Shalom. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. And peace and safety to the Akim that's around the four corners of the world that's pushing out this truth, giving all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. This is the brother Karatazah here out of the GMS Atlanta camp, here with a lesson going in on the topic of having self-discipline. Before I get started, I'm just get the definition of the word discipline. So like it says, the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. It says the practice of training people to obey rules or code of behavior, which is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's the training that we're getting now. And we're getting that discipline ultimately from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Through the chastening of the Lord comes correction and obedience, man. And it also says, using punishment to correct disobedience. As you should know, we all went, the Israel went off, by serving, other powers. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and get it. This is Baruch 4:6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies." And that was the Lord gave us up to our enemies because we were disobedient, man. We didn't have self-discipline, man. We didn't abide by the law, statutes, and commandments that were given to Moses, man. It says, verse 7, "For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High, and not to the Most High." And that's how we went off. That's how we were disciplined, man. Through slavery, through oppression, the beating down of Israel, because we went off, man. That's the reason why it's important, to have that self-discipline, and being willing to go through the chastening of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I keep reading. It says, I'm going to read a couple of synonyms. It says control, regulation, direction, order. Hey, the scriptures, I get it. Because it says order. So I can. 1 Corinthians 14:40. It says, "Let all things be done decently and in order." It says all things, man. So that's that's discipline, man. Having that order. Being respectful. Grooming yourself. Spiritually. Spiritually grooming yourself. Becoming better in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the discipline that the Lord wants us to have, man. That's a big part of that growth that we all need. It says, I'll get this. It's 1 Corinthians 9, and I'll start at verse 25. It says, "And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible." So the ordinary man, or these other off camps, they strive for that corruptible crown, man. Things that are temporary, man. Because they don't want to abide by the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They have no self-discipline, man. They don't want to do things in order, man. That's why men here at GMS are big on order because ultimately that's gonna be the reason, or play a major part in how you gonna receive that incorruptible crown, man. That crown that's gonna last forever, man. You know, I'm gonna get one more scripture and then I'm gonna go ahead and close out. It's Romans 12, and I'll start at 1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So hey, we have to present our bodies as a living sacrifice, which it requires discipline, man, balance, order. The scriptures speak on balance as well, man. All these things are key attributes, into receiving, that incorruptible crown, man. Having that self-discipline and balancing, this wisdom with, with the wicked world, man. That's a major part in this thing. It's verse 2. It says, "Now not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." That's a great way of having discipline, man. To be able to renew your mind as as a man who was once wicked, in a wicked society, indulging in wickedness, but being able to transform your mind, and start living by the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. That's what you call self-discipline.